My name's Erica Rose, and I'm teaching some guitar lessons here for all of you wonderful rockin' campers. We're going to focus on two lessons specifically. The first lesson we're going to do is going to cover how we hold the pick, proper pick holding, and we want to make sure you have a pick. If you don't have a pick, then you're probably going to want to use your thumb instead of a pick, but try to find a pick. One thing you can do is you can find a penny or a quarter or something that can take place of a pick, but we're going to want to find a pick. Show you how to hold the pick, and then we're going to start with some strumming techniques on the guitar and how to hit the guitar like a drum. That's going to be our first video. Our second video is going to cover the camp song and the chords, and we're going to take the strumming techniques that we learned from that, and we're going to practice the camp song, maybe a couple different rhythms along with that. And so each of these videos will be about 10 minutes long. So make sure you're ready to stop the video when we need to stop it. I'll let you know when we're going to stop it. The first thing we're going to do right now is we're going to tune up our guitars. You gotta have your guitar tuned up. Nobody wants to hear a guitar just all messed up and out of whack. So let's start the tune up here. And I'm going to go ahead and tune my guitar. And this is where each string that I hit, I'm going to ask you to stop the video and work with that string. Okay? So our first string is our E string, our lowest string down below or up here. And I'm going to use my pick. We'll get into some pick. I imagine you know how to hold a pick right now. If not, use your fingers. But we're going to hit the string. And I have a tuner down below. And I'm going to hit this and I'm going to tune up. You can hear it go down. So go ahead, stop the video and work on that E string. Now, you should be done with the E string. We'll go to our A string, which is the next string, the fifth string, right below the E string. Go ahead and stop the video and tune up your guitar. Okay, you should be tuned up on that string. We'll go to our next string, our fourth string, which is the G string. Oh, no. Our D string. I apologize. Our D string. Let's tune that one up. Go ahead and stop the video and tune up that string. Okay, you should be tuned up on the D string. We're going to go to our third string, the G string. Go ahead and stop the video and tune up. Okay, you should be tuned up on the G string. We'll go to our B string, our second string, and tune that up. Go ahead and stop the video and tune that string up. Okay, you should be tuned up on your B string. And our final string, our smallest string at the very bottom, it's actually number 1, our E string again. Okay, you should be tuned up with that E string, and hopefully all your strings are tuned up and have a really nice sounding guitar right now. I wanted to cover how we're holding that pick and making sure that you're getting a good grip on the pick. And one of the things I like to do to say if you're having trouble holding the pick, we don't want to feel tense. We don't want to feel like we're gripping it and not having control over it. I often put the put the pick on the very top of your finger, like curl your finger in, put it on the top of that finger, and then pinch it with your thumb, and then move your thumb around a little bit, and kind of feel like you're rubbing it between those two fingers. And rubbing it between those two fingers is going to give you a sense of how to control the pick. And that's how we're controlling it. Also, when we're moving our wrist and our fingers, we're not moving with our finger this way. We're kind of letting our arm loose. We're keeping our arm like Mr. Miyagi would want it to be, nice and loose. Because what we're doing is we're painting the guitar. We're painting it with a nice smooth stroke. So you want that pick in your fingers, and you want to have your hand moving nice and smooth. And you're kind of doing a twisting motion with your wrist. You're not stiff with your arm. You're not just twisting the wrist. It's both. You're doing a smooth, nice painting motion. So from there, we're going to go into muting the guitar and hitting the strings. I like to refer to my guitar as a drum, right? When you're hitting a drum, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. We're keeping some rhythm on that drum, right? And the guitar is a drum in a different way, but the way we're hitting it isn't like I'm doing right now. I'm not just tapping it and pounding my hand on it. I got a pick, and that pick is going to keep our rhythm. Now, I'm doing what's called muting the strings. And this hand right here, if I just play the strings, right, it's going to be loud. Without this hand, it's loud and annoying. I want to mute the strings. I want the strings not to make any sound at all. So what we're doing is we're putting our hand lightly on the strings. Now imagine taking your hand and just letting it rest on your arm. That feeling, go ahead and put your hand on your arm and feel that weight of your hand just kind of sitting there. We're not gripping, we're not floating over it, we're letting our hand sit on our wrist. That's the same sensation you should have when putting your hand on the strings, so we can stop them from ringing and making noise for this lesson that I'm teaching on rhythm and pick usage. Put your hand on there like you're just resting it and you're just covering the strings. Take your pick, and we're going to learn downstrokes and upstrokes. Now there's a couple things you can do with the pick. You can hit individual strings. You can hit individual strings, or you can hit all the strings at once. So we're going to take our pick, we're going to mute our strings so we're not making noise. We're going to mute the strings with our hand, and we're going to hit the strings with our pick. Pick from the top of the strings, scraping downwards. This is called a downstroke, okay? Are you ready? Downstroke. Downstroke. That's a scrape. We're scraping downwards. That's another scrape, okay? So give that a try a few times. Just scrape down. Hand and arm loose, pick in your fingers, scrape down. Not like that, not lightly. Don't be afraid of the strings. Scrape down. Make that noise with me. Muting with our left hand, we're scraping down. Okay? That's our downstroke with our pick. Nice downstroke. Nice smooth downstroke. Now we're going to do what's called an upstroke. And that upstroke is coming from the bottom part of the guitar up towards us. We have our downstroke. We have our upstroke, pulling up. Like you're zipping a zipper kind of, but you're painting upwards. I like the sound of that. Downstroke. Upstroke. Upstroke. Okay? Upstroke. Let's try the upstroke a few times. Ready? Upstroke. Pull up. Pull up that zipper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so we're going to do downstrokes and upstrokes, okay? So if you're ready, I'm going to get closer into my guitar so you can see my hands and magically get some rhythm going here in just a second. And we'll see. But first I want to bring the camera up closer to the guitar. Okay, so in just a few seconds, I'm going to magically get some rhythm going in just a few minutes. And again, we should be right up on the guitar. We're looking at our downstrokes. And we're going to look at our upstrokes. And we're going to put these together with some rhythm in just a second. Downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, okay? So, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Downstroke, 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 down. 1, 2, 3, and change. Upstroke, 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 upstroke. Up, 2, 3, and stop. Boom. Up. Okay? Those are our upstrokes and our downstrokes. Now we're going to do a little bit more changing on those strokes. And just follow me on this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what we're going to do here is combine the downstroke and upstroke. 1, 2, ready, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. A few more. 1, 2, ready, and stop. Okay, so that's our down, up. Right? Now we're going to change this up to something else. We're going to do 2 downstrokes, 2 upstrokes. 2, 2. Down, down, up, up. Down, down, up, up. 1, 2, 3, go. Down, down, up, up. Down, down, up. Making sure you're muting the strings. We don't want this sound. Ready? You don't want this. You don't want that. You want to mute it. Down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, stop. Okay? So you can stop the recording and go back and recover those simple steps until you feel like you're getting used to your hands going. Now we're going to speed up the rhythm to maybe 120, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to speed up here. We're going to make this go a little faster. And we're going to make our hands do some interesting things with this pick, with the pick and the strings. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Down strokes only, okay? 1, 2, 3, go. Down, down, Okay? Now we're going to do upstrokes with the same beat. We're speeding this up. So same beat, we're going to do upstrokes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Upstrokes. Upstrokes. Same beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 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 up. Scraping up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Ready, stop. Okay. We're moving faster, aren't we? This time we're going to do down, up. Down, up. Okay? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm adding up something else in there, but just keep it down, up. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, up. I'm going to change this right in the middle. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, stop. All right. So right now your hands should be nicely moving over the strings at different rhythms. Down, up, right? So, I mean, when we get to the camp song, when we talk about the camp song, we're going to start playing these chords. And some of that rhythm on the camp song is doo-doo, doo-doo. So that's a down, up. Bum, 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 right? What we're doing is hitting those strings and feeling confident about scraping them with our downstrokes and our upstrokes, right? And from there you can just start playing with different sounds. Learning to feel confident with how you hit that, how you hold the pick, how you hit the strings, feeling confident, feeling smooth, and hitting them. That's a full strike of the strings. You can do other things too. We can shorten the stroke and we can hit each individual string. Downstrokes or upstrokes. And right now what I'm doing is I'm just painting different parts of that area. Right? So you should be confident at this moment, hopefully, or getting confident. Make sure to rewatch this video and cover this idea of striking the strings and hitting the strings for rhythm. And always think rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Always think rhythm. And when you remember that rhythm is the most important component of playing any instrument, then you're taking your pieces of what you're using to play that instrument and you're doing it rhythmically. You can't ride a bike without balance. You can't play an instrument without rhythm. It's the first thing you need to know, and that's what we taught here on keeping rhythm with our pick and our strokes. Right now you should have learned one particular way of playing it, which was from your power chords with the E and your A on the 5th fret and the B on the 7th fret. I think right now we're going to learn our standard chords of our E, our A, and our B. The E is as open chord. There should be some, if you need to learn the chords or see a chord chart, you can find these chords online. If you do a Google search, like look for your E chord, open, your A chord, open, or your B chord in the open position, but it's similar to a power chord, except it's on the open A string, 2nd fret, B, and it's the power chord, right? So I'm going to assume maybe you've learned these already in the open position. Like I said, you've learned the power chords, E, A, and B. But we're doing this in open position at the top of the neck with our open position chords, or our standard chords. A, or E, A, and B. Okay? So we're going to have a little bit of rhythm playing along with this. And but before I get the rhythm going, let's just go over the chords real quick and some strumming techniques with those chords. The previous video we covered muting the strings with our downstrokes and upstrokes. This time we're going to play the chords with our downstrokes and upstrokes. Okay? You should be tuned up by now. Definitely make sure to tune up. If not, stop the recording and do a good tune up. My previous video shows a little bit of tuning up. So you should be tuned up, and we're ready to start focusing on these standard chords. Our first chord is our E chord. Again, you can find charts online. Look for standard E chord. And that E chord should sound like this. And that's a good downstroke. Remember, a good pick hold and a good strum down. You're painting those strings. Our second chord is going to be the A chord. Hit Google up, look for standard A chord, and learn how to get those fingers on properly if you don't already know it. If you do, take a little, we should be ready for this. Our A chord. There's our A chord. Our downstrokes. Remember, we can do upstrokes. So we got our E chord. Our A chord. And then our last chord of the camp song is our B chord. You're doing the power chords up here. Our B chord here, using the A string with our second finger on the 2nd fret, our first finger on the 2nd fret, like a power chord. That's our B chord for the camp song. Okay, so there's our B chord. Okay, what are our chords in standard position? E chord. Over to the A chord. Into the B chord. Okay? We're going to work on changing those chords around, okay? We're going to learn on strumming a nice smooth strum. I'm going to turn on some rhythm, magically of course, in just about 4 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We got a little bit of rhythm. I'm going to slow that down just a little bit. Should be slow enough. Maybe a little slower. We're going to work on our E to our A to our B. 1, 2, ready, play E. Ah. To our A. I'm wondering if that's a little fast, so let's do something else here. We're going to go E to our A. To our A. Then to our B. Back to A. What kind of stroke am I doing? That's right, a downstroke. E to our A. To our B. Back to our A. Back to our E. 1, 2. Now I'm going to do something else here. See if you can follow. What is that? What was I doing there? I was going E to the B to the A to the B. And I was hitting it, I was stopping it, I was stopping the sound with this hand. That's right hand muting techniques. You can mute with your right hand, or you can mute with your left hand too. Yeah, some muting techniques. You can change up those chords quite a bit and do different rhythms. And of course you have the rock camp sound, right? Let's get that rhythm going again. And let's push it up to a little bit faster speed, 110 beats per minute or per second or something, I think it's beats per minute. We're going to speed this up and we're going to just do the camp song real quick. Just some of the basic chords. I'm going to play the chords of the camp song, but with the rhythm of the camp song. Ready? Go. It's a little fast, ain't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. With my muting. Right? You can do all kinds of strumming techniques with those chords. You can do all kinds of rhythms. sticks. But those are some different things you can do with those chords. You already know the chords. You know them in your power chords. You understand some techniques for changing up your rhythms. Right? Striking that guitar. Nice rhythm techniques. And that should get you going playing the guitar. Thank you very much. I'm Erica Rose, and I wish you all the best, campers. Thank you.